Yes, good evening, Arun and Sahu. This is Mr. Karim, the trainer for this program. Uh, I think this is your first class or last Sunday you have attended. I think Arun has attended, right? You can use your chat option. Good evening, Arun. Sahu, you can use the chat option is there. If something is there, we can discuss. Okay, if any yeah, first class. Arun is saying first class. Okay. Right now, what you are doing, Arun? You are working with some technology. Just one point. Sahu, can you hear me, right? Yeah, chart option is there, sir. Always use chart option. Better to interact if some doubts are there. Research analyst. Okay. Okay. Do you have SQL knowledge? Basic knowledge. Okay. SQL queries, something. So even we don't have knowledge, no problem. We'll provide actually free classes, 3, 4 free classes. Yeah. Okay. Then if you have knowledge, then well and good, no problem. Sahu, can you hear me? You can use the chart option. Hello, Sahu. Okay, thank you. Uh, yes, just one point, like right now you are working, or just one point, just to understand better, so that I can yeah, I start in the with the respective concepts. Okay, looking for job. Okay, do you have basic SQL knowledge? SQL command, select, update, delete. Yes, okay, thank you. So even you can attend the free classes also on basic SQL. 4 to 5 classes will be there, or I will share you the recordings. You can go through those recordings if you want. Right, right. So yeah, we'll start the class now. We'll see. Just will yeah, introduction part. We'll see as a SQL Server DBA. So how we are working in the organization and what jobs are available. Okay, why? Because for DBA, remember, as a DBA database administrator, we have like uh, yeah, once we enter in the organization, remember, it becomes easy for us to work as a DBA. Okay, so why? Because we are maintenance people, administrators, right? We are not developers, we are not testers, we are administrators. That's why we can work easily, actually. Means once you enter in the organization, once you work for 6 months, then it becomes a easy job for us to work. Okay, in general, I'm saying. So we'll see here, like today we'll discuss like what are the major responsibilities are there as a DBA, what we are doing in the job. Then we'll see how we are working as a DBA and what are the major concepts are there as part of SQL Server DBA, which concepts we have to work with regularly. Concepts. Okay, so those concepts we'll see here as part of today's class. Okay. Right. So after that, at the end of the class, if any queries are there, any doubts are there, I will we'll discuss those queries, doubts. Okay, right. Yeah, Carlos, good evening, good morning. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you're joining from where. Uh, yeah, so just you can use the chart option if any queries are there. Chart option is there for us. If any simple doubts are there, we can use the chart option. Just we are trying, just I'm going to start the session. Uh, just can you type about yourself right now? You are working with any technology. Can you hear me, Carlos? See, the chart option is there. You can use the chart option, okay, for any queries. Okay, right. So let's, yeah, no problem. No need to talk. Just the chart option is there. Okay. So just type like right now you are working with any technology and you are attending from which place, just for understanding between us. Yeah, no problem. No need to talk actually. Chart is better. Why? Because I will record the sessions. So yeah, in that we don't have disturbance if we are going with the chart option. Okay, right. So yeah, do you have SQL knowledge, basic SQL knowledge? And the second point, where from where you are attending the session? Little knowledge, no worries. I will share you the recorded videos for SQL basics. You can go through again. You can refresh one time, no problem, no need to worry. Right. So from which place you are attending? Okay, no problem. Already you are working as Arkle DBA. No worries. So yeah, I know Arkle means I have never worked, but I know what are the background processes are there in Arkle and what are the background processes are there in SQL Server. So whenever the concept is there, I will try to compare. I will show you. Plus, after today's session, I will share you one PPT with the comparisons. Means Arkle and SQL Server background processes comparisons. PPT I will show you. Arkle architecture or SQL Server architecture comparison. So it will be easy for you to understand the concepts. Okay, right. Yeah, you are attending from which city? From where? From Nairobi or no? You are attending from which place? Which country? From US or Colombia? Very good. Yeah, thank you. Just for best for understanding. Just okay, right. So we'll start the session. Yeah. So I will record the session daily. I will share with you. Plus, uh, I will share you the nodes actually, step by step nodes I will share you. So just remember as part of this session, we are going to discuss in detail, in detail. Okay. So we'll see all the architectures, we'll see. Yeah. We'll share you daily recordings. No worries. Okay. So that if any, yeah, if you are having some issue with my language, you can go through once again. There will be no issue. Okay, so you can repeat or you can revise yourself. For all people, we'll provide the recorded sessions. Okay, right. Let's say we'll start the session. Thank you for again joining with us. Generally say like we know that SQL Server is a RDBMS product, right? So it may be SQL Server, it may be Oracle, or it may be Sybase DB2. All these are, remember, RDBMS products. So what we can do with RDBMS products? Generally, we know we can create and manage databases. We can create and manage databases with the RDBMS products. So creating databases and maintaining databases is our jobs here. Okay, creating and managing is our regular job as a means creating is not our regular job, but maintenance is our regular job. Maintenance. Okay, so that's remember like just we'll start from scratch actually. We'll see step by step. Maybe some points, Carlos, you know already because you are working as DBA. Just it is like a kind of refreshment for you. Okay, let's say we'll start with SQL Server is an RDBMS products here developed by Microsoft. RDBMS product developed by Microsoft here. SQL Server. And what we can do with SQL Server, already we know yeah, every application to build one application. In general, remember, to build any application, we need every application has two parts, right? Front end part is it. Every application has two parts in general, front end and back end parts, right? Front end and back end parts here, every application. So, but front end part is our user interface part actually. So where our developers will work with this part. So and it is developed with some Java, okay, .NET, PHP, like different technologies. We are developing the front end part like Android, iOS. Whereas back end part is what? Uh, the storage part actually, storage part where actual data is stored permanently. Data is stored permanently. Storage part actually. Okay. So, and this backend part or storage part we are creating and just remember this storage part is a in general collection of databases. Storage part is what? Collection of databases, and these databases we are creating and managing with the help of some RDBMS products here, right? Databases can be created and managed with RDBMS products. That's why we have to understand here. Let's say I'm working with SQL Server, I'm working with Oracle, I'm working with some RDBMS products. Means what? uh, we have our job is what? To maintain the databases. Means to create, we can create the databases actually, we can manage, but database creation is done by our developers team. Our job is, remember, database maintenance means what? Once the database is created and placed in the production environment, production server, then we have to start maintaining the database. Okay, so that's remember database maintenance is our regular job. Just remember, as a DBA, it may be any DBA, it may be SQL Server DBA or Oracle DBA, any DBA. Our job is here maintenance. Maintenance is our job. Databases and server maintenance is our job. Okay, why? Because as part of every application, just now we have discussed, we have collection of databases are there. We have to handle these databases, okay, as a database administrator, right? So that's why as part of database maintenance, Our regular activity is there, monitoring and troubleshooting. Monitoring and troubleshooting is our jobs, a regular job. Why? Because tomorrow, why? Because remember, like almost all 80 to 90%, 80 to 90% tasks we can schedule. We can schedule. No need to perform manually. All these are scheduled activities here. We can schedule the tasks actually. So whenever once uh, yeah, uh, just 1 minute. I will be back. Okay, please wait 1 minute. I will be back. Some urgency. Just 1 2 minutes, please. Sorry, we'll continue. Mm, yeah. Right. So basically, say like that is say like why because the 80% to 90% tasks we are going to schedule. So if any task is not working, okay, if any task is not working, we have to troubleshoot the problem. That's why monitoring and troubleshooting is our jobs here as a DBA. Monitoring and troubleshooting is our job. Okay, 1 second. Right. So that's a like scheduled activities we have to handle here. I will show you all the concepts. We'll see in detail how we are going to schedule various features. So next one say like SQL Server supports here like same thing. Uh, SQL is there, which is non-procedural language. Second one here T-SQL is there here. See, transact structured query language T-SQL, which is for programming purpose, right? In Oracle, generally we have PL SQL is there. Here we have T-SQL, T-SQL, which is a transact structured query language, which is basically for programming purpose here, T-SQL. Okay, so that's remember like after like working with the T-SQL command, means like as a developer, they can write the programs with T-SQLs here as a developer. Okay, so our job, we are not writing the programs. We know already. We are maintenance people. That's why our developers can use this T-SQL to write stored procedures, okay, functions, triggers, various things. Then next important point is this here. SQL Server supports two types of working environments here. Two types of working environments. One is standalone environment is there. Second one is there here cluster environment is there. Just what I'm saying, like if any simple doubts are there, please type in the chat panel. So it is better we can make the session as interactive session. Okay, so interactive is better. So that's remember like two types of working environments are there. Standalone environment is there where we can maintain single production server. Okay, so one or more standby servers. Right. So, but remember, like for small scale applications, okay, we can maintain single production server. But if it is huge application is there, where like thousands of users are working parallelly. Okay, if any huge application is there, like banking application, e-commerce application, right? So we can't maintain single production server. We have to maintain a group of servers. That's remember this group of servers is called clusters here. In Arkle Rack is there. Here we have cluster environments. I will show you practically all these setups. I will show you practically in detail. Okay, so we can create multiple machines in the same system with VMware. We can do practicing. Okay, so right, a group of servers here which are communicating with each other, which are working as a single servers here. Group of servers. Yeah, right. Rack. Yes, Carlos, it is similar to React, but not exactly, but almost all. We can compare it as a React in Oracle. Then that's why remember medium and large scale applications. we have to go with what? Cluster environment. Medium and large scale applications, we can go with what? Cluster environment. So in general, say like to work with SQL Server means to connect and work with SQL Server, we can use one tool called SSMS. Okay, in Oracle SQL Developer Tool, here we have SSMS is there. Observe here, through SSMS, we can connect and work with SQL Server. Okay, through SSMS. Yeah, Arun and Sahu, if any queries are there, please type in the chat panel. Okay, right, right. So just share like SSMS is there like SQL Server Management Studio actually. So through this SQL Server Management Studio, we can connect and work with SQL servers. Here once we uh, uh, one question is there from Arun. To work as a SQL Server DBA, knowledge of stored procedures, functions, triggers is required or not? Actually, no need, but if you have, then it is added advantage for us, Arun. No need to worry. Already have said I will share you the recordings. You can go through one time. Not compulsory actually, but if you have it is added advantage for us. Why? Because today, like clients are asking multiple skill sets, right? You should have development background. You should have admin background. Means same person. I think I know Carlos is already. I think he is a senior DBA in Oracle, but current scenario is here. Maybe he has to support both Oracle plus SQL Server. I'm right, Carlos? So like this, these are the common scenarios are there today. Arun, we have to understand. Not compulsory, no need to, we are not developing triggers, everything. But if you have basic knowledge added advantage, just watch like 3, 4 videos, you update, nothing is there. Okay. But in working environment, we are not developing triggers, everything, but we are using stored procedures just for monitoring purpose. Right. Right, no need to worry. Right, check here. Let's say here see through SSMS what we can do. We can connect to the server. Server may be there somewhere. We can connect to the server. Check here, connected successfully. Now we can start working. After connecting to the servers here, we can start working. Check here. Just now through SQL Server Management Studio is the tool. Here see I have connected to one server HYDLIC test. This is my server name, or we can say instance name, or we can say database engine name. So many names are there here: server name or instance name or engine name. Then say SQL Server 15.0 version means 2019 version. It is 2019 version. This is my login name through which I have connected. This is my login name. Okay, so that is like a SQL Server Management Studio is there. Right. So now, sir, like graphically, we can work here very simple here. Carlos means as compared with Oracle, working with SQL is very simple. So databases are there here. See, collection of databases are there here. You can understand here databases like schemas. So collection of databases here in one server, we can have collection of databases. So again, in each database, we have tables are there, objects are there. Right. So we can work with the command also here by taking new query. First, we'll see, we have discussed just now, SQL Server supports two types of working environments, standalone, cluster environment. If I right click on server names here, properties, is clustered false it is saying. Right now I am working with the standalone environment. Yeah. In one server, how many DBs we can create? One question is there from Arun. In one instance, we can create 32,767 databases. We'll see again total hierarchy we'll discuss. 7. In one machine, we can install SQL Server 50 times, means 50 instances. Again, in each instance, these many databases. Okay, we'll see that in detail. So again, in each database, how many tables, how many objects, those things will go through in detail. Right. Check here, like false it is saying it is a standalone instance actually. We can by using the command also we can check here, new query. We can work with commands also, new query. Check here, select server property is clustered. See, this is server property is a function name, is clustered. I am passing one parameter. Generally, Carlos, in Oracle, we have to say from dual, but here no need. Directly function name, select command. So it is showing here 0, it is saying, means it is standalone environments here. False, it is saying. Means what? Whenever the users are submitting queries to this server, okay, so in the background, single machine is processing the queries. In the background, single machine is processing the queries here in the background. Okay, that is like yeah, test it is saying SQL Server H means this is our instance name. So, but we can create a cluster also, which is a group of servers. Group of servers. I will show you later. Already I have created in my machine through VMware, right? Through any virtualization softwares, we can create the cluster environments. We can create the cluster environments here. So let's say I will here see like cluster is a group of servers here. I have created many servers here. Okay, node 1, node 2, node 3, like this here. So I will show you again practically. No need to worry. From scratch, I will show you. First, I will show you how to create Windows cluster. On top of Windows cluster, I will show you SQL cluster. Okay, so why? Because Windows cluster is a platform for SQL cluster. Okay, so you can check. I have put some recordings in the YouTube. My channel is there. Just I'm saying that to get the confidence here. Okay, so check here. I have put some videos here. Okay, so some performance tuning string means some just for introduction videos. So you can see up to what extent I'm going to cover, but one point is very clear. We'll see in detail, we'll see how we are working with the cluster environment. All the concepts I will show you practically, no need to worry. You can also practice in your machine by using this VMware. Okay, so cluster you can practice. Right, I will show you tomorrow my cluster setup, no need to worry. So that is like we can check whether we are working in standalone environment or cluster environment. Uh, okay, so by using this simple command, select server property is clustered. Like this here, various things we can verify at the rate version. It will show you right now we are working with which version, 2019 versions here. We are working with what 2019 versions here. Okay, so in the same way, like we can verify what is the server name by using here simple commands. Right now I'm working with the server SQL talk slash some server name. Generally, say like with this SQL Server Management Studio, we can connect to remote servers also. For example, say let's say we have one client is there, US based clients here. I can connect to the server means through IP address here we can connect through static IP. We can start working. Check here, our client is using 12.0 version, 2014 versions here, 2014. We'll see different versions, we'll see, but remember, latest version is there 2019. 2019 is our latest version SQL Server. Okay, like this, like from anywhere we can connect and work with SQL servers here if you have privileges. Right, right. So I think just Subha has connected. Welcome, Subha. Good evening. I'm recording the session. I will share you. Just we have started with some basic discussion. I will share you the recording. Please go through one time. So later, if any queries are there, we'll talk. Okay. Right. So that's why remember SQL Server Management Studio is a free tool through which we can connect and work with SQL Server. Then next one say like generally like what is the workflow is there and what are the other features are supported by SQL Server. We'll see with some simple diagram. Standalone environment, in case of standalone environment, how the transactions are working, we can check one times here. For example, I will share you later all these PPTs from tomorrow onwards. We'll start with PPT. Check here, yeah, whenever the user makes some transaction, means through application or website, a request is submitted to their web server, right? Where our website is present, then this website will submit the request to SQL Server. Website will submit the request to SQL Server, which is working with the SQL command. See, SQL Server works with the data present in the database by using what SQL commands. That's why we know already SQL is a common database language supported by every RDBMS. Supported by every RDBMS. Okay, so that's why remember like we have to work with the yeah, we should that's why I have said already some basic knowledge is required for us, SQL basic knowledge. Right. So next one see like here see like this is my production server, for example. Check here, this is my production server where the applications are connected, okay, which is processing the queries currently. But unexpectedly, if tomorrow if this production server is down, syllabus yes, I think you can talk to our people. They will provide you. Okay, front office people. Okay, so just you can talk to them. They will provide you the link of syllabus, and I think you can see. Hmm. Maybe 1 second. Dot. Okay. So maybe it is. Okay, no problem. I will ask them to share you the content. Okay, syllabus copy. No need to worry. Means we are going to discuss all the concepts from beginning with the SQL Server, then working with all the concepts. Means like log shipping, mirroring, always on, performance tuning, replication. So all the concepts we are going to discuss. Means including clustering. But we have the syllabus copy, no need to worry. I will ask them to provide you the copy. Right, right. So then check it, just a hierarchy I'm discussing. Like production server is there tomorrow if the server down or database is down, something happen. How the applications can continue their transactions. Right. So that's why remember what we can do. We can maintain the secondary servers or standby servers. We can maintain here. Means what? whatever the changes are made in the production database copy, same changes are, yes, Santosh Reddy, good evening. Just I'm recording the session, I will share you, okay? You can go through one time. If want, after the session, I will talk to you. SQL Server is one question is there, mandatory for core Java. SQL Server means not SQL Server, it may be SQL, I think, SQL commands. Uh, Subha, SQL commands. Okay, so basically why? Because while working with yeah, Java applications, uh, maybe anything for Java, .NET, anything, we need what SQL is compulsory. So okay, so it may be Oracle SQL or SQL like that's here, anyone. Yes. Uh, right. Yes, Santosh Reddy. Like later, I will talk to you if any queries are there. We'll share you the today's recorded session. Our team will share you. Okay, you can go through one time. Right. Right. So you can use chart panel also in the middle if any queries are there related to my concepts, what I am discussing. You can use the chart panel. Right. So check here. This is my production server. See, as it is copy of database, I'm trying to maintain in the secondary server or standby servers here as it is copy. Same copy of database I'm trying to maintain in the standby servers. So here in SQL Server, we have some concepts are there. Observe here. Log shipping, database mirroring, always on. By using these concepts here, we can maintain same copy of database in different server. Means database to database copy. Why I am maintaining? Unexpectedly, if something happen in production server, we can make the secondary server or secondary database available to the users here. Same thing, data guard is there, Carlos, in Oracle, data guard. Here we have these always on, for example. Means here all the three features purpose is same, lock shipping, mirroring, always on. So mirroring and always on both are same. Always on is enhanced feature of mirroring. Means mirroring plus additional features is always on. And lock shipping is there one of a old concept, but today we are preferring always on, we are preferring today. Just one point, remember all these three features purpose is same, to maintain same copy of database in different server. Why? Because tomorrow production down or database crash or if network issue is there, immediately we can make the applications to start working with the secondary server by making it as a production server. Okay, so that is like we have to understand all these three features purpose is same, but I will show you major differences. I will discuss in the tomorrow's class. What is difference is there between log shipping, mirroring, and always on? But one point we have to understand, all these features purpose is same, to maintain what as it is copy of database. Right. In general, already I have discussed like our job as a DB, our job is what? Monitoring and troubleshooting. That's why tomorrow, suppose let's say log shipping is not working, always on is not working, backups are not working. Something happens here in production server, immediately we'll get the email notification. In SQL Server, we have one concept is a DB mail, database mail. By using this concept, we can configure the email notifications. Means whenever something happen in production server, immediately we'll get the email notification. Generally, remember these emails, we are calling them as tickets. Okay, these email notifications are nothing but what? Tickets. Okay, that is like let's see what is the that's why here we'll use something called ticketing tools. We'll use here ticketing tools as part of SQL Server. We'll use something called here ticketing tools. We'll use. Okay, we'll see that one. Uh, Anything generally for admin purpose we are using ticketing tools, but like database mail. feature is there here in SQL Server to get the, if I configure that feature, if something happen like performance is slow, CPU usage is above 90%, memory usage is above 80%, or if server is down unexpectedly, automatically will get the email notification. Just here my article is there in the sixth place. So generally I have my blog is there, as well as I will write articles to different websites, but very long back, 7 years back, I have written here configuring database mail in SQL Server. We'll see architectures, everything, how it is working internally. So you can my blog is there, azure-sql.blogspot.com. So my YouTube channel is there, you can see, as well as like you can go through the various scripts are there. Already have written most of the scripts here while working with SQL Server. It will be easy for us. I will share you all these scripts. I will share you soft copy material. I will share you so that you can go through with the material. So which will be useful for us while working in the organization as well as for interview preparations here. Actually, two parts, part one, part two, our course is divided. We'll discuss both in our course. So like regularly used FAQs plus scenarios, everything I have written here. Check here in case of chapter one, module one, I have written here question answers, which will be easy for us to attend the interviews here. Okay, so as well as scenarios also have written what are the common installation issues are there while installing SQL Server. I have written. So I will share you this document which will be useful for us. Total soft copy I will share you as part of our course. That is like will get here automatically email notifications will get means which we are calling them as tickets. I will show you tomorrow some tickets if you don't know. Then sir, application team also will raise the tickets to our team like performance issues, connectivity issues, downtime issues. Okay, clients also will raise the tickets. These are the various locations from where we are getting the tickets here as part of SQL Server, various locations. Right. So that's why whenever a team is there, generally, like we need some ticketing tools we are using actually. So various ticketing tools are there in the market, but most of the clients today, we are going with one ticketing tool called ServiceNow. One of a very good tool just for team coordination purpose. Why? Because we have so many clients are there. Why? Because we are supporting various clients, so we should know how many pending tickets are there. Okay, so we have to start accordingly. That's why we have to use these ticketing tools we have to use. Right. So in the, let's we will summarize our session. Later we'll take some questions. Check here like major responsibilities already have discussed. Server and database maintenance is the major response. Database and server maintenance is our job. One question is there. We'll talk about that question. Just remember, server and database maintenance is our job. Okay, so that's why as part of our database and server maintenance, we have to monitor the features, we have to troubleshoot the problems. That's why remember monitoring and troubleshooting is our regular job. Monitoring and troubleshooting is our regular jobs here as a DBA. Monitoring and troubleshooting. Okay, so that's our regular job is what monitoring and troubleshooting, and uh, these are the regular activities are there here. uh, just one second. Right, so that's why remember we should take care there should be no downtime. To avoid downtime, we have seen we are using some high availability features we are using like lock shipping, mirroring, always on, high clustering. Okay, in the same way, no security related issues, no data loss. To avoid data loss scenarios here, we'll go with the backups. Plus, we have some DR features are there, disaster recovery features are there. So in the same way, there should be, Subha, I will talk with the issue, what you are asking. I understood it. Just after these points, I will discuss. Here, no performance issues, no connectivity issues, installing and configuring. But installing and configuring is not regular job. Once we enter in the organization, total setup is there. Just we have to handle that environment. Patching SQL Server is there, sir, which is nothing but updating SQL Server. Patching is nothing but what? Updating SQL Server. Monitoring error logs. Regularly, sir, we have to monitor the error logs. Means like here see in SQL Server, if anything happen, SQL engine will write the detailed information here into error log. We have to monitor these error logs. Okay, if any errors are there, they are recorded here. Generally, see like in Oracle, we have alert logs are there. Here we have error logs. Okay, right. So that is like why? Because anything happen in SQL Server, first step is what? Checking error log. We have to see all the scheduled jobs are working or not. We have to check here. Scheduled activities are working or not. These are the common activities are there here as a DBA. Other activities are there now we can't understand. That's why I'm not discussing. Later we'll see. Let's see what I will do. I will conclude the sessions here. As part of today's session, 4 points we have to understand. Here, everything we can forget. One is here SQL Server is an RDBMS product developed by Microsoft. What we can do with SQL Server, we can create and manage databases. But already we know our job is maintenance. Second point we have to understand, SQL Server supports here SQL plus T-SQL for programming transact structured query language. Third point here, SQL Server supports two types of working environments. Okay, so one is here like a standalone environment is there for small scale applications. Second one is here cluster environment is there for medium and large scale applications. Then next point here like we have seen SQL Server supports some high availability features. Observe here, high availability features like high availability features purpose is what? To maintain the standby servers, standby servers and standby databases. And why we have to maintain the standby servers, standby databases? To minimize the business loss scenarios, we have to manage here standby servers. And in SQL Server, we have seen some features are there like transaction log shipping, okay, DB mirroring, which was introduced in 2005 version, and always on. Our latest version is there, always on, which was introduced in 2012. That's why we are preferring always on. We are preferring. Last point we have to understand, to connect and work with SQL Server, we are using one tool called SSMS here, SQL Server Management Studio. Right. These are the 4 points we have to understand. So already have said in this module, I will discuss all the concepts, including like installations, configurations, uh, architecture, security, backups, automation, high availability features like log shipping, mirroring, always on, performance tuning, clustering. Okay, upgradations. All these concepts we'll see here as part of our session, but we'll focus more on troubleshooting part. Architecture and troubleshooting part will focus more. It's important for us while working. While working. Right. One question is there from Subha. 2019 SQL Server is only for Windows 10. Yeah, yes. Why? Because in Windows 8 or Windows 7, it is not installed. So that's why you have to go with Windows 10. You can upgrade to Windows 10, or you can use VMware if you don't want to disturb your system. You can install a VM machine. You can create VM machine. In that machine, you can install if you don't want to disturb. Okay, virtual machine you can create. In that virtual machine you can install. I will help you, our team will help you, no need to worry. So we'll take care once we start installation part. Right. uh, some other questions are there, anyone? Carlos, Arun, just what I have tried to discuss just within this less time. But just remember, I will discuss all the concepts in detail. No need to worry. You can see my YouTube channel up to what extent I am discussing. And I will clear all the doubts. You ask me same doubt 10 times also, no problem. So my job is to make the concepts comfortable. Okay. So one question is that I have used 2017 version. It's going any problem? No problem. You can practice 2017 also. There is no problem. But just I am saying latest version is 2019. Just I am saying latest version is what? 2019. We have to understand. But remember, in production environment, just now we have shown you, still we are using 2012, 2014, 2016, 2017, all the different versions we are using. One client may be using 2014, one client 2017, like this year. We have to understand different versions. Okay, so that is like different versions are there as part of SQL Server. Right. Any other questions are there from Sahu, Carlos, Arun? Subha is asking, it's any relation like MySQL, MongoDB. MySQL is also one of our DBMS product, but MongoDB is a yeah, Oracle, yeah, almost all. This is also our DBMS product, right? That's why there we have architecture is different. Here architecture is different, but SQL commands are same. Yeah, database migration we'll see, no problem. Okay, database upgradations. Carlos, any queries are there? But I will share you the difference between Oracle and SQL Server, architecture differences, background processes differences. Right. Yeah, database migrations also we have to do actually. So Arun, in general, means we have to prepare the strategy, means our developer or our junior people can do that. Right. Right. Any other queries are there? Yeah, if you don't have queries, I will conclude the session. We'll continue again tomorrow.
Hi, Karim.
Yeah,
Could you hear me?
yes, Carlos. Yeah, yes, please.
Yeah, excuse me. I'm on my office time, so I have
Okay,
some meetings and any things that I could stay all time here. But I don't know if you
okay.
have some question for me.
Yeah. No. If you have any queries, I'm asking you. So no problem. You take care. I think you are working still you are in the office. You have started no morning time. So no problem from your end. If something is there about our course, anything I can clear. Okay, right,
No, no.
right. Okay, thank you. Thank you. So, right then, thank you again for all people attending my session. Hope we'll go with our future classes. We'll work. Yeah, if any like anything is there, I will support you after the course also. If you are working in a job, if you want some support also, we'll provide you. No need to worry. Right. Right then, thank you again. Take care and bye. Our team will send you the course details plus recorded video. Okay, right.
Please, I want to take this video because I want to know about this new word for me, talking about
Hmm.
SQL servers and
Yeah,
sometimes I.
yeah. No, no issue, no issue, no problem. Okay, thank you. Yeah, syllabus our team will share you. Just call to that people, Subha, or front office people. They will share you. Okay, yeah, you got the mail right? Link in that phone number is there. You can ask them. They will share you the syllabus. Okay, so total admin concepts we'll discuss here. Right, right
Thank
then.
you.
Thank you for all. Thank you.